Canada, Europe, and free trade. I'm Brian Lilly with the Rebel.media. We are a country that has always relied on trade. From the fishermen that would send their cod down to Jamaica in exchange for rum, the fur traders that help open up this country, we have always looked outwards to sell our goods because we're a small country population-wise, but we've got big ambitions, and when we want to be, we can be giant killers. Now, the devil's in the details on deals like CETA, just signed by Justin Trudeau after some hiccups, some crying, and some histrionics that probably shouldn't have gone on. But the deal has been signed, and now International Trade Minister Chrystia Freeland says it won't be long before the majority of the deal is in force. This is good for Canada. And while she was making the announcement, it was interesting to watch as she gave a shout out to her old nemesis who helped get the deal going in the first place.
I do want to thank and congratulate Stephen Harper. He worked very hard on this agreement, and it was an honor and a privilege for me and for our government to close the deal, to make the progressive changes that made this a better deal for Canada, and to get it done. But we very much were building on the work of the previous government.
That was good to see. A shout out to Stephen Harper, an acknowledgement that the deal they signed, although they say they made changes, made it more progressive, yada yada, they're acknowledging that everything was predicated on what Stephen Harper was able to accomplish in Canada's negotiations with the 27 member states of the EU. This comes at a time when, whether it's Brexit or the election south of the border where both Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton have made noises about undoing NAFTA, we have to be looking for new markets. We always have to be looking for new markets. The United States is not growing at the rate that would keep the Canadian economy in the position we want, and there's the possibility of trade being shut down. This opens up Canada to a market that's even bigger than the United States, almost 500 million people. This is good for Canadian business. Don't listen to all the people that say this is going to allow the Europeans to swamp us. Think about it, whether it's Nortel or BlackBerry, we have built some of the world's biggest companies that at one time were dominant in their positions. They've had problems, sure, but we continue to be world traders. The Hudson's Bay Company, the oldest company in Canada, they now own Saks Fifth Avenue, Lord & Taylor in the United States. We can compete when we're on a level playing field, and this deal, the purpose of it is to do that. So whether we're talking about Canada's beef producers or pork producers, whether we're talking about finished goods, this is something that's going to help create jobs and opportunities for Canada to do what we've always done, export the best of this country. If you like what you just watched, make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. Just click down here below or head on over to The Rebel and become a member. Then you can access premium content you won't get anywhere else.